接下来论坛将进入开幕演讲的阶段。我们非常感恩世界宗教和平联席会主席，同时也是挪威主教 Gunnar Stålsett 来为我们演讲。主教非常的重视本届论坛，所以今天特地用影片的方式来与大家分享。我们请慈济基金会何日升副教授来做介绍及引言。And now we are very grateful to have the opening speech by Bishop Gunnar Stålsett, Honorary President of the World Council of Religious for Peace and Bishop Emeritus of Oslo Church of Norway, delivered via pre-recorded video. Now let us welcome the introducer, Dr. Ray Shenghe.
敬爱的上人，常驻师父，还有各位贵宾、各位慈济家人，还有各位朋友，大家早上好。It's been honored to introduce the Gunnar Stålsett, Bishop of Norway, who served Nobel Prize Peace Award as a committee member for 17 years. 我很高兴为大家介绍史托塞克主教是挪威的主教，那他也是诺贝尔和平奖17年的评审，现在是世界宗教联席会的主席。那主教跟慈济的认识是在2007年，作为听野和平奖的主席，那么颁给上人听野和平奖。那他本来是要来他很想要来，而且多次跟我们联系，但是不巧他的夫人呢，因为身体为恙，他必须在挪威照顾他，所以今天他特地呢以视频来祝贺论坛，也谈到对于这个世间和平跟永续发展的概念。我们一起来观赏他这部影片。
Oslo to Taipei, from Norway to Taiwan. It is a great honor to greet Dharma Master Sheng Yen, and likewise to salute the former Minister of Education, Professor Shang, the CEO Yen of Chu Shi Foundation, and Dharma Master of Jinje Abode. Dear all distinguished guests of the Forum on World Peace and Sustainable Development for the Earth, I wish I could have attended this auspicious conference with you, but that has not been possible. So I am honored to share a few reflections on the topic of peace. My reflections on peace have been shaped by many years as a member of the Nobel Peace Prize Committee and as a member of the Nivano Peace Prize Committee. I've also been privileged to serve the global family of Religions for Peace, where positive peace is at the center of our actions. My mentor is Jesus, who was called the Prince of Peace. His blessings on all peacemakers was to call all of us the children of God. My understanding of peace has been strengthened and deepened by the teachings of all major religions. Positive peace encompasses everything that gives life meaning and that sustains our life. Inner peace contributes to social harmony and to world peace. Human rights, justice, truth, they are building stones for and in democracy. We live at a time when the threat of nuclear war is more acute than ever before. The nuclear disaster clock is 2 minutes to midnight. The arms race is escalating. It consumes ever more resources that should have been used to feed the poor, heal the sick, and to educate children. The race for security for some destroys the safety for all. Science tells us that the man-made climate crisis threatens the life of Mother Earth and the future of our grandchildren. A handful of world leaders hold the fate of our civilization hostage to their insatiable thirst of power. War and conflicts are often driven by extremism. What is so tragic today is the confluence of religious, nationalistic, racial, and social extremism in all regions of the world. Where religion is part of the problem, it must become part of the solution. Extremism has many reasons and roots. Poverty and deprivation create a sense of hopelessness and bitterness. Hatred flames in angry hearts, revenge in empty stomachs. Despair brings people to flee their homes for the search of a better future. Millions are met with closed borders in a world where xenophobia, fear and hatred of Islam, and anti-Semitism shape the mindset. On the high seas of Europe and Asia, desperate people in search for a shore of hope are sailing towards their destiny of death. We all need to heed these signs of our time. We need to turn the tide of despair to a global force of love and hope. That is in our hearts to do. That is our calling. That is what your conference is about: world peace and sustainable development for Mother Earth. You are not alone. 2 weeks ago, 900 leaders from 14 religions, coming from more than 100 countries, were gathered in Lindau, Germany, for the World Assembly of Religions for Peace. There we shared a multi-religious vision, a vision of positive peace which we bring to all people of faith and those of no faith around the world. Ours was a commitment to different faiths in common action. We promised to advance shared well-being by preventing and transforming violent conflicts. We committed to just and harmonious societies through human development, and we covenanted to protect the earth in a historic promise to save the rainforests without which we all living creatures slowly but certainly suffocate. We spoke to the conscience of world leaders and to the conscience of ordinary citizens, calling all of us to a new age of responsibility. We cried out for honesty and for vigor. We shared the dream of the well-being of all humanity, all creatures, and the planet. Dear participants in this beautiful event, I strongly recommend you to carefully study and take to heart the declaration from the World Assembly. Let us, in a ring for peace, join hands in advancing inclusive and positive peace. Religion is soft power. It breathes human dignity. It thrives by true spirituality. It lives on the ethic of care. it harvests values and virtues. The heartbeat is faith, hope, and love. What more can we muster for world peace? Thank you.